Have you ever wondered why you check your phone so often? Or why a dog gets so excited the second you pick up its leash? Well, the answer to both of those things comes down to one of the most powerful principles in all of behavior science: reinforcement. Today, we're going to break down exactly what that is and how it shapes pretty much everything we do.
So let's start with a really fundamental question. How do we get a behavior to happen more often? This simple question is right at the heart of what reinforcement is all about, whether you're a parent, a teacher, an analyst, or even just someone trying to build better habits for yourself.
All right, so what exactly is reinforcement? Let's build a solid foundation by looking at the technical definition. It's the bedrock of behavior change.
Okay, here's the key thing to get right away. Reinforcement isn't a thing, it's a process. It's not about rewards, it's all about the outcome. If a consequence, whatever it is, makes a behavior more likely to happen again in the future, that's reinforcement.
And this right here is the golden rule. It's the one and only test for reinforcement. Did the behavior increase in the future? If the answer is yes, then reinforcement occurred. If the answer is no, it was something else. It really is that straightforward.
Now, there are two main types of reinforcement. We're going to start with the one that most people are familiar with: positive reinforcement. And this one is all about adding something to the situation.
So here's the official breakdown. A behavior occurs, and then something new is added to the environment right after. If that behavior starts happening more often down the road, then whatever was added is what we call a positive reinforcer.
Let's look at a classic example. A child cleans up their toys, and right after, they get a sticker. Now, if this makes them more likely to clean up their toys again tomorrow, that sticker has successfully functioned as a positive reinforcer. The behavior increased.
And this example shows us that reinforcers don't have to be physical objects you can hold. A teacher's praise, a simple "well done" after a correct answer, can be an incredibly powerful social reinforcer. It strengthens that student's willingness to participate in class.
All right, on to the second type. And I want you to pay close attention here, because this is one of the most commonly misunderstood concepts in this field. In behavior analysis, the word negative doesn't mean bad. It simply means to remove or subtract. The definition makes it crystal clear. A behavior is followed by the removal of something unpleasant or aversive. But look at the result. It's exactly the same as positive reinforcement. The behavior happens more often in the future because it helped the person escape or avoid something they didn't like. This is the textbook example, and for good reason. You have a headache, that's the unpleasant stimulus. Your behavior is taking an aspirin, and the consequence? The headache is removed. Because taking the aspirin worked to get rid of the pain, you're way more likely to do it again next time you have a headache.
Here's another perfect one from everyday life. That annoying dinging sound in your car is the aversive stimulus. The behavior is buckling your seatbelt. And what happens? The sound is removed. Car manufacturers designed it this way on purpose. They're using negative reinforcement to increase your seatbelt wearing behavior, and it works really well.
Okay, so we have these two different paths, right? One where something is added and another where something is taken away. But as we're about to see, they both lead to the exact same destination.
This slide really boils it all down. Positive reinforcement, you add a stimulus. Negative reinforcement, you remove a stimulus. That's it. That's the fundamental difference between how the two of them work. And here is the most important takeaway. It doesn't matter if you're adding something good or taking away something bad. If the behavior increases in the future, it is, by definition, reinforcement. This is the single principle that unites both types.
Let's make this super practical with a quick analogy. Say the behavior we want to increase is getting a child to do their chores. We could go the positive route. Do your chores and you get extra screen time. Something good is added. Or we could go the negative route. Do your chores and you can avoid cleaning the toilet this week. Something bad is removed. Both approaches are designed to increase the exact same behavior, doing chores.
So why is getting this distinction right so important? Well, for anyone working in applied behavior analysis, understanding these principles isn't just academic. It is the absolute bedrock of designing effective interventions that help people learn and grow.
Behavior analysts use these principles every single day. They use reinforcement to increase all sorts of desired behaviors, from social skills to academic performance. It's how new, complex skills are taught. And, so importantly, it's how challenging behaviors can be replaced with more functional ones. So, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this simple phrase. Positive adds, negative removes. Both strengthen behavior. That's the core concept in a nutshell. And with that, I'll leave you with a question to think about. What behaviors in your own life are maintained by reinforcement? Take a look at your daily routines. Once you start noticing these patterns, both positive and negative, you'll start to see the power of reinforcement absolutely everywhere.